that. 1974 Plymouth Valiant. Got 318 in it. Three-speed automatic. 4-door with the vinyl top. Runs and drives, needs a radiator. Got a big gaping hole in the radiator. Bought off a buddy of mine for a song today. I'm just out here kind of looking at her right now, and the body's, you know, straight as a pin. This has got, you know, quick and dirty rat rod written all over it, doesn't it? Look at this interior. Look at that. It's even got a custom headliner. I don't know if I needed a Plymouth Valiant. The idea here is to get her fixed up real quick and dirty and make it look at least a little bit cooler than it does. Get that pea soup green off of there. And that's one of the worst factory colors ever. Motor runs fine. It's got a lifter tick in it. Did not really seem to be like that big of an issue. He drove it over here, but it was just puke and water everywhere out of that radiator, so she's got to come out and get a new radiator. At least. And that's pretty simple, I think. Should be. What do you guys think? It's 1974 Plymouth Valiant. Pretty fracking cool. That's a hell of a lot of American steel sitting there. Hood on the thing weighs more than the MG does. Hell, it's bigger than the MG. Just a thing of beauty. So we'll get to work on this and do what we do. That's a hell of a lot of steel. He was going to scrap it, and he sent me a message, and he said, you know, hate to see it go to the scrapyard. What can you do with it? And I said, well, shit, man, just drive it on over, and we'll see what we can do. I said, all right. Well, he came on over, I gave him a little bit of money for it, and he handed me a title, and off he went happy as a clam, and I'm kind of happy with myself. Should be a good time. Y'all have fun. Well, after a couple of minutes with a torch and some solder, I brazed a fitting that was leaking on that radiator. I brazed him back on. And so far, we've been sitting here idling for about 7 or 8 minutes or so. Temperature gauge is holding pretty good. She doesn't seem to be leaking at all. There's a small leak up there by the water pump. I believe that's a gasket that'll have to come out and be replaced. But I can do that. She runs strong. She runs real strong. He was saying that there was a bad lifter or something going on in this engine, but she makes a little bit of racket, sure. I wonder if that's what he meant. You know, it might be. That might be the noise that he heard, was that that heat riser rattling. And you go in there and you... Well, that didn't sound too good. So far so good.